Okay, Sagittarius. So we left off with, okay, what's actually coming to you? I know, like, sometimes it gets a little, you know, um, maybe it gets a little like, okay, I get it already. A lot of what I'm manifesting and creating is based on, the frequency that I put out there. But that's actually, it's an evergreen, ever exciting kind of understanding. The fact that you're putting out like great energy and thus getting it in return. So hopefully anything that does come into you and into your life for December is going to be kind of reciprocal in that way. Spirit, anything for what's coming into Sagittarius's life for December as far as abundance, money, health, wealth, jobs, all that stuff, financial health, but also physical health can be included in abundance. We got the Queen of Swords here. This is an analytical Virgo Libra energy. This could be a supervisor, a manager, high-ranking titled official, kind of evaluating a resume type energy. The Two of Pentacles, it could be even a current employer evaluating your performance and your ability to handle day-to-day responsibilities, routines, tasks. The Page of Cups in the upright is maybe this is like not quite the offer that you expected, or something that could be coming out of the blue. Oftentimes the Page of Cups speaks to like a mystical spiritual experience, which again, if you're tapped into, prayer and meditation and mantra and all that vibe work, then I think actually that's going to allow you to keep on finding that rhythm here, because what you do day in and day out frequency wise ends up becoming a part of your conditioning and your self-programming. So I think that this is definitely going to be something that's noticed by someone, in some way, shape, or form. Someone could be actually noticing your improvement as well in something that requires kind of skill and dexterity with the Two of Pentacles in the upright. More energies as to, what are the outcomes, what are the results, what are coming in for Sagittarius, money, finance, work, career, business. Okay, it could feel like a lack of offer at times with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, I think this is more so kind of like they say there's a term in sports where you're looking at the scoreboard. Okay, keep your head down. Don't look at the scoreboard. Obviously, for practical purposes, but you also kind of want to train yourself to stay present is what I'm getting here. King of Swords is an inner knowing that with every fiber in your being that you're doing something here. You're not just spinning your wheels. You know that you're doing something regardless if you see the kind of growth or not here. Not losing the force from the trees here necessarily with the Two of Wands in reverse. Understanding that life's a marathon, Sagittarius, is what I'm getting here. The Two of Pentacles, this is about consistency over a long period of time. Okay, but again, you're not going to want to look up and see necessarily how far you have to go, because that would be kind of conditionally formatting life in regards to weeks, months, years, whatever. And you don't necessarily want to do that, because it kind of undermines, again, like I said, what it is that you're tuning into and what you're doing. Not necessarily what you're doing, but how you're doing it. It's like trying to tune into, like I said in part one, your favorite music radio station and then expecting something else to pop up. Like, that's not why you do that. You do it because it's actually truly aligned with who you are and where you're at. So it's interesting that I'm asking Spirit, hey, what's gonna come in? And Spirit keeps on saying, look, don't worry about that. Don't worry about what's coming in. You're gonna know it when you see it. I think a lot of this is just about, the King of Pentacles in the upright or the Knight of Pentacles, speaks to the ability to be able to sustain whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're chipping away on. So for instance, the ability to say you're self-employed or running your own business, not sometimes, but in and of itself, it's a joy to be able to do that. So just by being able to kind of make ends meet or overhead costs with the Knight of Pentacles, that could be the glory in and of itself. That could be the reward in and of itself, that you get to do this in this kind of self-sustaining way. Notice this person isn't relying on kind of anything else besides this, what is this, like a rubber band or something? He's really truly just relying on his or her own skill and everything kind of on the inside. So I'm getting more so the sense that your ability to be able to sustain. The Knight of Pentacles represents over a long period of time, over a lifetime even. That in and of itself is kind of the accolade, because not a lot of people are able to do this. I'm getting more so a sense that, obviously for certain people in certain circumstances, if they're able to kind of self-generate a home business, or, being able to work for themselves, then yeah, that's definitely going to be the reward in and of itself. But let's say you have a traditional occupation and you're able to afford finer things and nicer things. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright, again, isn't necessarily contextually saying this new hot car or mansion or lottery winnings are going to come in. This is saying, no, find appreciation for the fact that you do have a roof over your head, for the fact that you are able to do things. I'm getting, again, in a sense that in a way that you want to, or it could be self-reliant. This Two of Pentacles is a juggler. He could go anywhere in the world and be thrown 2 items to juggle, 2 juggling balls or 3 juggling balls, and he could still have that skill and dexterity within himself. So this is more so speaking to the value and the worth of the certain skill cultivated within, which is in and of itself, it'll pay dividends for the rest of your life. Sorry about that. It'll pay dividends for the rest of your life, for the long haul with the Knight of Pentacles. Speaking to something that requires a long period of time. So it's very interesting that it's like having a money tree that's evergreen, and every season it's basically lending itself to you. And that in and of itself, when you kind of look at that bigger picture of the value behind that, then you start to realize, what true worth is and what true value is. And I think in a weird way, Sagittarius, you're realizing that more so about yourself and the skills that you bring to the table. So for what it's worth, I hope you're able to get something from that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. As always, holler at your boy for one-on-one reading, and I appreciate your time. Sorry for dropping the phone. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.